I've been thinking a lot recently about resilience and how important this quality is, and it's both important in work and in life. Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, and in 2020, I don't think there's anyone who's avoided their fair share of difficulties, so it's probably one of the most important qualities to have this year. And that's why I was so interested to read this quote from neuroscience educator Nathan Wallace. And he says, there's a bit of a harden up approach to Kiwi culture, but research tells us that people who have to just harden up are actually less resilient than those who are allowed to properly feel and process their emotions. I love this because what he's talking about is how important it is to feel our feelings. And how many of us actually do this? Why is it important in developing resilience? And my take is this. When we can actually feel our feelings, that is, feel them in our body, we're able to process them and realize that they're both very real and equally nothing to be afraid of. Then we can move into action knowing that there isn't that much that can hurt us, and that helps us develop resilience. Feeling your feelings is the basis of emotional intelligence, and when we can feel our feelings unconditionally, knowing that they can't hurt us, we actually become less fearful and therefore more resilient. And it also made me think of another very well-known piece of advice, which is feel the fear and do it anyway. And if you think about it, this is actually a two-step process. Number one, feel the fear, that is, feel it in your body, let it exist. And number two, do it anyway. Act. Get on with whatever you wanted to do. And when you do this, you'll know that the fear can't hurt you. The fear can't hurt you, but it is very real. Then over time, you won't avoid fear because you won't be fearful of the feeling of fear. But you'll know it's part of life, and you respect what it's telling you, that there's something that you're afraid of. And you won't let it stop you from doing whatever it is that you've chosen to do. If you feel that you're lacking resilience, please get in contact with me. Connecting people with their emotional intelligence is something that I'm an expert in, and it always results in more confidence and more resilience. I coach people in person in Auckland and outside of Auckland via Zoom. And in the meantime, see if you can tune in and feel your feelings in your body. It's not always obvious, but once you start tuning in, you'll be able to feel them. And the more you feel them, the more resilient you'll be.